Hey everybody, this is Trent Chapman. Excited to give you the details about the short Sale Genius Cruise. It's our mastermind cruise in January 11th to January 14th in Long Beach, California. Now, the reason we decided to do a cruise instead of our typical event in a hotel is I had this genius idea. Anytime I've been on a cruise, I've been able to focus very well because I don't have the distractions of the phone, the internet, everything else. And so I thought this would be a great way to focus for 2013 and work together on getting our business plans going. So this is going to be in Long Beach, California. It's pretty close to a couple of airports. So for those of you that are out of Southern California area, it shouldn't be too hard to get to. I'm going to talk about fishing though for a second here. That's a mackerel right there, by the way. You may know I like to catch fish. I like to go fishing. I do that quite often in La Jolla Shores down here in Southern California. And what I've noticed is that every time I go out fishing, I can catch 50 to 100 mackerel if I want to. These are these small little fish here. Now, they're not great eating. Some people like them, but typically in Southern California, most people don't like to eat mackerel. And this is a really easy fish to catch. I can throw a line in with 5 hooks on it and pull up 4 or 5 fish within a matter of a few seconds. They're very simple, very easy to catch. Now, if I'm going to go for a bigger fish, like the hard-to-catch mackerel that are 30 to 40 pounds, those take a little bit longer to find, to track down. They're seasonal. They migrate through Southern California, and they're not as easy to catch. So I've got to be careful of when I'm targeting this kind of fish versus targeting white sea bass or thresher or any other type of fish I'm targeting. So the reason I'm sharing this is that I might only catch one of these big fish every 5 to 10 times I go out if I'm targeting the wrong fish. If I'm targeting the right fish in the right time of the season, I might catch one once every other time I go out. I catch a lot more if I target the right fish at the right time. Now, many fish are migrating through, like I said, and so that's a really key point in fishing is not going after the wrong fish. Now, at the beginning of the short sale market, getting short sale listings was like catching mackerel. That's that small little fish I showed you at the beginning. It was so easy to get a listing. I could drop in a hook and catch a listing, basically. I could have 2 to 3 listings a week if I wanted to. Nobody knew what short sales were. Everyone was staying away from them because they didn't understand them. Well, as the market began to transition, you've noticed the last couple of years, there's a lot more competition for getting listings, and a lot less people are confused as to what a short sale is. Everyone knows what it is. So marketing's had to change. The conversation has changed in the minds of the consumer and the homeowners. And so it's become necessary for us to shift into transition a little bit. Now, as the market begins to shift even more in the next few years, it's important that you maintain your short sale positioning, but also continue to service new clients, or begin to service new clients. That's really important part here is to make the transition from a short sale market to a traditional real estate market. And you don't want to do it too soon, and you don't want to do it too late. Just like when you're fishing for yellowtail here, you go too soon and you try and target them early in the year, you're not going to catch much. So it's really important that you have a way of identifying when is the proper time to start my transition out of short sales, and is that time coming? So that's one of the big questions on my mind. A lot of agents' mind has been, when should I start the transition? Now, I'm going to share with you what I found on this mastermind cruise we're going to do in January, so you can make a decision for yourself. Is it now time for you to start a transition, or do you have a year or two longer to do that? I'm going to share with you what I'm using as my key points to know, is it now the time to start moving? So that's just one of the topics we'll be covering on our cruise. And this, by the way, this is another fish I caught here. There's 2 in that same day. But if any of you guys are in La Jolla or San Diego area and like to fish, or you want to come down and join me, let me know. We'll set up a fishing trip and go out in La Jolla. But let me explain what the smart fishermen do. They transition at the right time, not too early, not too late. They know how to identify when you should shift in your market. If you transition too late, you're going to be caught, missing a lot of opportunity. If you transition too early, you're going to be getting out of the short sale business too early, and you'll again lose some revenue, lose some profits. So we're also going to talk about what skills, abilities, and marketing will have to be going on in your business as you begin this transition. And finally, how to ensure that your business booms in a changing market. When a market's flat, it's hard to really boom, but when we have a market going up or down, it's much easier to take advantage of that transition. So being prepared is really important. So on this cruise, here's what to expect. It's going to be a mastermind format. We're not going to be lecturing you the whole time. We'll be giving you a lot of content information. We're also going to be having a lot of participation from the group. It's going to be a smaller group. I'm going to be sharing my business plan for 2013, and when I plan to transition. I'll share with you what I'm looking at as far as the points I'm looking at in market data to determine is now a good time for me to transition in the San Diego market to focus less on short sales, more on other things. I'm also going to talk about the trends in the market so that you can identify your own transition point for your market. And then we're going to talk about how to create more free time and money this next year by implementing one simple practice every day that's made it so that I can go on vacation 3 to 4 days a month, and probably next week about a week a month going on vacation with my family or friends and visiting others that I like to hang out with in other states. And that's really for me my why in my business, is be able to travel and enjoy time with my family. So I've created my business in a way and positioned in a way that I can do that and feel comfortable about leaving for a few days every month and not feel like my business is falling apart. So here's the details.
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
That's from Nacho Libre. It's a very interesting movie with Jack Black in it. Anyhow, we're going to be getting on the cruise ship between 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Friday. That's when it's available for boarding. It leaves port Friday at 5:30 p.m. So if you're not on by 4:30, you may not make it. So when you're traveling down that way, make those plans and arrangements. We're going to return to port on Monday by 8 a.m. So it's Friday night to Monday morning. And the rates you'll see on the website, we worked at a bulk rate. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get more than, I think, 40 rooms. Might be slightly less than that. The ship is pretty much full. It's almost full. But anyhow, the single occupancy rate includes taxes, includes everything there, as well as the double occupancy rate includes taxes. There's an interior, and there's also an ocean view option there. So if you plan on coming alone, but you want to be able to share a room, you can choose the double occupancy and just mark the little box down below in the order form. They'll say, I need to find a roommate. And Matt will contact you to find out if there's another member that can work with you on sharing a room. Now, one more important detail, a passport is required to go on a cruise that's going to be going down to Mexico. You want to get your passport now because it usually takes 30 to 60 days to get one if you don't have one already. You can pay a little bit more and have it expedited and have it within 30 days. But if you don't want to have to pay the expedite fee, then I would say get on it right now. That's about it. Sorry it took this long to explain this, but I really want to get that out that for me, the important part about this mastermind cruise is that we're going to be able to share with each other what we're seeing in the market, as we're seeing a lot of transitions, a lot of things changing right now as supply of homes in the market has decreased in most markets, and we're seeing somewhat of a shift in the market. And I'm not saying we're seeing an appreciating market yet, and nationwide, we are seeing some pockets of the market that are appreciating, but we're going to talk about when you can identify the point in which you need to be transitioning to focus more on traditional real estate or another niche in the real estate business. So look forward to seeing you all there. Unfortunately, we can't have everybody that probably wants to go. It's going to be a first come, first serve. But we will be really excited to be hanging out with most of you that are on this video watching this. And go ahead and click on the link and fill out the form. And Matt will contact you if you're looking to do a double occupancy, but you're coming by yourself. And if you are bringing a team member, just mark for yourself on the first page of the order form. The following page, you'll be able to add on a team member, or if you just want to bring a spouse for the cruise but not for the mastermind, then you'll be able to choose that option as well. Again, thanks for participating with us in the mastermind in January. Look forward to seeing you all there.